Many of us are familiar with the famous line from the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you can miss it. There's an unbelievable story that took place several years ago, which perfectly relates to this quote. A young, successful executive living in Brooklyn buys himself a silver Maserati. One day he is speeding down Avenue J, a busy street in Brooklyn. He's enjoying the exhilarating feeling of driving his new car, flying down the road without a single care or concern in the world. Suddenly, a rock hits his car and makes a huge dent in the right door of his new Maserati. He slams on the brakes, jumps out of the car, and standing on the corner of the sidewalk is a little boy, who looks to be about 10 years old and who is holding another small rock in his hand. The man yells at the boy, "Why would you do that? I can't believe this! Your parents are going to have to pay every cent that it costs to fix my car." The little boy looks up at the businessman and says, "I'm so sorry, mister, but I didn't know what else to do." With tears dripping down his face, he says, "I threw the rock at your car to get you to stop, because nobody else would." He then points to an older boy, about 18 years old, who was lying on the sidewalk next to his wheelchair and is moaning in pain. "That's my brother," the little boy says. "He has disabilities. As I was wheeling him, we hit a bump and he fell out of his wheelchair. I can't pick him up. Can you please help me?" Stunned, the driver tries to swallow the lump in his throat. He quickly runs over and lifts the older boy off the ground and places him in his wheelchair. He then takes out a handkerchief and dabs at the boy's scrapes and cuts and makes sure he's alright. The little boy thanks him profusely, and the man watches him push his wheelchair-bound brother down the sidewalk towards their home. It was a long and slow walk back to the Maserati. The damage to his door was very noticeable, but the man decided to never repair it. The driver kept the dent there as a constant reminder. Don't go through life so fast. Slow down, open your eyes, look around, and be in the moment. Whether there is someone to help or something important to accomplish, slow down or you will never notice. We all face this challenge every day. We speed through life racing from one thing to the next, rarely taking a step back to just take in the moment. Judaism emphasizes the importance of living in the moment. There are many verses in the Torah that use the word hayom, today. In the Shema, God says, "Asher anochi mitzavacha hayom." This is what I am commanding you today. While the commandments may be for our entire lives, God asks us to focus our efforts and energy on today. Today. Don't think about tomorrow. Strive to be great just today. If we focused on now, we will find a piece of ourselves that allows us to do things we couldn't do otherwise. Ask yourself, am I racing too fast? Do I ever slow down, focus, and go all in, giving everything I've got to conquer the task at hand? You'll be surprised to see just how capable you really are when you keep your eye on the ball and only that ball. To get the most out of life, live for today. Slow down and focus on the here and now. Just like the young businessman who was hit with this wake-up call, our job is to internalize this message. By slowing down, we will be able to recognize who needs our help and what we are needed for. By living in that moment, we will utilize the opportunities in front of us and live each day to its fullest.